Hey Craig, just wanted to put this video together for you. My name is Blake Hilton from My Amazon Guy. I know I reached out to you on LinkedIn about finding some areas that we feel like we can improve, but I also want to call out some things that you're doing well. But I definitely believe that there's a lot of room for growth. And what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and dive in. And then if you have any questions or anything, you can either book a call after the video. You'll see a link there, or you can just reach back out to me and we can find some time that works. What I really want to call out first, I mean, you're doing an amazing job when it comes to your images and also your copy. Keyword rich, exactly what you want, calling out things, have some key features and benefits. So I'm going to call that out and say, I mean, you're doing an amazing job with that. So continue to do that. That is something that our firm over here does, but at the same time, may not need it, for another product maybe, but I think you're doing a great job. Maybe only other thing is maybe just lifestyle images moved up in the carousel. That's about it. So nothing too crazy. Just because people like seeing the happy smiling faces in their product because Amazon shoppers are lazy. So, but really, what I wanted to call out the most is just a few things that I noticed when it comes to the brand store. Or brand story and the A plus content. There's a lot that we can work with as far as having crawlable text in here, a link to your storefront. You already have a product grid and things like that, but maybe a link to your storefront so people can shop some more of your products. But having crawlable text helps you index for the Amazon algorithm more, using up more keyword space. And you can do the exact same thing for A plus content. So A plus content is something that you could put crawlable text on, which will help you. But then also alt text. Alt text is something that's really big. It's a lot of words in the background. Instead of, ultimate berberine, which you're already going to be trying to rank for, you can do misspelled keywords. You can do Spanish keywords. You can do other additional keywords that you want to use that you haven't used. Maybe you're out of characters. And that will help you index as well. So something there. Biggest thing I wanted to call out is the advertising side of things. Amazon has just made it to where it's extremely difficult in helping, especially with the supplement brands where it gets pretty expensive and pretty competitive. I've been in the bodybuilding space for 10 plus years, and I've been helping brands ever since across digital market, across storefront. Product development, things like that. Talk to my buddies, and they've all been involved with it. So, but it's really making sure that you can make a name for yourself in the space. And unfortunately, the way to do that on Amazon is through advertising. And what I noticed is this is one of your top performing products right now. And there is a integrative therapeutics that is targeting with the banner ad right at the top. So that is something that maybe with the other products in your catalog, we can be a little bit more defensive. So we can keep these shoppers in our family. And obviously, you're not getting pulled away by some of the competition. You can also do the same thing under the buy box and under the bullet points. You can see anything that says sponsored as an ad placement that you can put things. You can do it to defend yourself. And then on the other side, you can go out to your competitors' pages and listings and show up in those places and steal market share. Maybe your price point is a little bit better than theirs. Showing up on something that may be a little bit more expensive is a great strategy to pull some of that market share away. They're going to look at that ad, see that it's cheaper, and click on you next. So that's really, really great. So that's something to keep an eye on. You can also do the exact same things down here underneath the A plus content. Now, mobile shoppers will probably be lazy, but there's a way on the mobile app to see these products, but it will be right here as viewed on Amazon. And then also you can go to products related to this item. You can go to a couple other areas like so, and you can pay for those placements on competitors' listings. And you can also be a little defensive and show up here so you're not getting pulled away from another brand that may be a little bit cheaper. So that's something that we can do. But what I wanted to look at too is your overall strategy. So what I did is I took this listing in particular and pulled up, the keywords using Cerebro of our rat. So we're about 1,200 total keywords. We'd probably do something that's called a strike zone analysis, and that's really taking some of the things that we're ranking for right now pretty decently for, could be better, and finding areas that we can bring that down under 50. That's where you'll start showing up on page one organically. 90% of the clicks and conversions happen on page one. So making sure that we do that is important. But also the distribution, you're at about 1,000 organic and 40 paid. We want to be at about a 2-to-1 to a 3-to-1 ratio. That's where we see the most lift, where you're utilizing PPC to increase organic sales and organic lift. Now, the word frequency on the right is the most important keywords to your product. So knowing those will help you advertise a little bit more efficiently because you know these are some highly relative keywords. I wanted to take a dive into and look at the keywords that are relative to your product. I did put them in order by search volume. You are ranking and indexing for some of these, but as you can see at the top, some of these highly searched, highly pertinent relative keywords, you're in the 100s. That's pushing you pretty far down on the Amazon's algorithm page. So you're on, page 4 or 5. And really what that's doing is that's slowing velocity, slowing sales, slowing traffic. So getting you under at least into the top 50 is going to be ideal, where I think we should be. I did take a look also as well as berberine supplement and what that's doing. It's doing about $7.8 million a month on Amazon as is. I put them in order by revenue. And what I found was Tonic Ultra. They're going to be similar price point to you, and they're doing about $310,000 a month. If you go into their keywords that they're searching for, you can see that they are under leveraging some of the PPC lift that they could be getting, but they are organically ranking pretty high for search terms like berberine ultra high purity, as well as berberine liposomal, as well as berberine only, etc. So really, they're ranking pretty well for some of these, a little bit more than ourselves. So we definitely want to take advantage of that. Just a few tips. Of course, definitely feel free to schedule some time with me to go over a little bit more, kind of what our team can do to try to make a print for ourselves, a name print for ourselves, and start scaling the brand. So you're also more than welcome to reach me via email. That's blake@myamazonguy.com. Or you can also shoot me a text or a phone call, 817-706-0323. I look forward to speaking with you, Craig.